It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I hope you're feeling good, feeling festive, and ready to be a cut above, because it's quite important to do that. We've been enjoying the snippy and creative action that has gone down each week on the exciting S3 reality hairstyling competition show, A Cut Above the Rest, where 10 contestants entered to battle it out on the salon floor for a grand cash prize of 150,000 Rand. That is hair-raising on its own. The top 4 finalists are with us in studio to share their experience with us throughout the morning. So let's get started by getting to know 2 of these incredible individuals. We've got Jade and Lazaros on the couch, and I need to let you know, A Cut Above the Rest is not a fashion show. It is actually a hair-cutting show. But it looks like a fashion show. If you look at these guys, look at this. I just want to say, very, very well dressed. Hello, Jade.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, Lazaros.
Hello.
You guys are amazing, by the way. We've been seeing this. It's been so cool. I've actually waited for there to be a hair-cutting show, and finally we have it in S3. Yes! And it's the most exciting thing ever. But let's talk about just getting involved. Now, each round, it's been very, very exciting. Jade, I know you took the bridal week round, right? You could have this like red bridal look, which was absolutely astounding and incredible. How has the competition been for you so far? And more importantly, the secret behind that winning look. Let's start about the competition.
Awesome. So the competition has been really tough.
Yeah.
It's been exciting, very challenging. It's not something that we do on a daily basis.
Yes.
Competition work is on another level. Yeah, so it's been quite hectic, but lots of fun. It's been incredible to meet other artists, so it's been very cool.
Awesome. And that bridal challenge, I mean, that red look, I mean, what was the inspiration behind that?
So what was really cool about that is that challenge on week 6 was actually about the culture behind the brides.
Oh, I love it.
So we were given different cultures per bride kind of thing, and I got the Indian culture, so that was awesome. So I drew inspiration from their traditional look and just amped it up from there.
That is so, so cool. And now we've got Lazaros here. Now, Lazaros, you have this blazer on that it makes you look like a godfather, all right? And I know why, because I have a list of rounds that you've taken. Let's go from the top, right? Came out tops in week 2's retro, week 5 the issue, week 7 restore, week 8 extreme color challenges. What do you, first of all, what do you have for breakfast? And then, because obviously, you know, they need to investigate you for, I'm just kidding. You're incredible, man. What's the secret for your wins?
There's a lot of secrets, but then I can just share few because of if I want to share everything.
Okay, don't put all your cards out on the table. But I mean, like, what is your secret to winning? What is it about you?
Yeah, number one, when you leave home, you leave family and friends, and then you come to the competition.
Yes.
So first of all, you have to be on point yourself. And then number 2, knowledge and skill have to be the key. And then you make sure that you understand all the elements that form one hairstyle, so that each and every single thing that you move, maybe when you move the hair to another level, to the different direction, you must understand which the position, point of origin, movement of the hairstyle. You must make sure that the hairstyle it's got all the elements.
Oh, it's brilliant. It really is. Jade, this competition as a whole, how is this going to affect you, you know, just practicing this passion of yours back home when you eventually, you know, wrap up?
Well, what's really awesome about doing competition work is that it puts your eye to detail on another level.
Yeah.
So I must say, even just with the brides that I've done when I've gone home, I've really focused on that detail and cleaning up nicely.
Yes.
So yeah, I learned a lot from the other contestants. That was amazing. It was so nice to pick up tips from the other guys that are in the competition for us. So definitely implementing that in the salon.
And Lazaros, what have you learnt about this particular competition? What has been the thing that stood out for you?
I've learned that if maybe you keep focus, when you're in a competition, you keep focus.
Yes.
And you make sure that you learn from other stylists, and you listen to the rules, and as well as if you listen also to the judges when they give you the rules, they explain about the rules and everything, you listen to that one and respect that, and then you're going to upgrade yourself as well.
This is great, eh? And I can imagine, you know, just into this competition, so many puns must come through it saying like, oh, Jade got that round, it was a close shave, but Jade won it. I mean, there's so many of them. Hair-raising stuff, I can tell you. But thanks a lot for sharing, and I think this is great, and well done to both of you. You've been outstanding. But let's move on to something very, very interesting, which is practicing what we preach. We're preaching hairstyling. We can't just tell you about it. We have to practice it. So hairstylists, they love to transform heads. We've got a whole lot of heads on the Expresso show studio, I can tell you that. So many people who, you know what, they neglect themselves to make sure the show is good. That's what I love about them. So that's why I brought in Bongani and Jesse, two other contestants from A Cut Above the Rest, to make sure that these guys are looking absolutely incredible. Now we have our crew members. We got Chadwin, who is standing by, and I can tell you Chadwin is a personality of note. Wakes up super early in the morning, as do all of us, but there's such passion with him, and I think he deserves a great haircut. Then you got Mike Pedro, an idol of sporting excellence on the show. He deserves a bit of a haircut too. So we've got Bongani on Mike, and we've got Jesse, who will be taking on Chadwin. Now, I can tell you that this is going to be an incredible thing to look forward to as we go ahead, because those two guys, they are very synonymous with a lot of barbers have turned them away. And now it's nice that they actually have an opportunity now to actually get it on the show, because we're live, which is fun. So, Jesse, just taking a look at Chadwin's look so far, his personality is he's a really calm, relaxed, very efficient guy. What are we planning here?
You said he likes a fade. I mean, who doesn't?
A blade fade.
A blade fade.
That's yeah, it's so Cape Townian of him.
Nice,
Anyway, yeah.
Just a nice, clean mid fade, you know. I don't want to give him. I don't want to be like too hectic about it, so I'll just give him a nice fade, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he actually said that he wants to do like a stripe in his eyebrow and then like a lightning bolt on the side. So if you don't mind adding those, that'd be great.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Bongani on this side. By the way, A Cut Above the Rest, is it a fashion show? I just want to know. You guys are all dripped out. I mean, it's crazy. But Bongani, we got Mike Pedro. He is a sport guy, right? Cool. A lot of sportsmen have great hairstyles. Can you go Pogba on Mike Pedro?
Like, listen here, we like to play. If he lets me, we can.
Can we play?
Fireworks, like let's have a party.
I think we should go wild on Mike's hair.
Are you ready?
I think so. Sure. He's ready. Mike is such a great guy. He's very open to it. And given the fact that they can't really say no now because they're really strapped in, I want you guys to express yourselves. If you want to add braids, I want you to do that. I want you to relax and enjoy it. So we'll be coming back to these two and their final results. I'm hoping Mike Pedro gets a Pogba treatment. We're looking at Chadwin, who's going to get the lightning bolt and maybe even the eyebrow stripe. It's going to be fun and exciting. So if you want to know the end result, you better keep on watching a Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso and, of course, the A Cut Above the Rest. These guys are wonderful, the way they do their thing. In fact, let me just ask these guys very quickly that I have. Jade, if you're looking from this side, let's talk about Chadwin. Now, Jesse's on Chadwin at the moment. What would you do if you got the privilege of taking on Chadwin's hair?
Well, if I had somebody strapped in with no rules.
No rules.
No rules.
No rules, yeah, what would you do?
I would definitely do the eyebrow line and definitely a lightning bolt. I like that idea.
Right.
Yes.
Isn't it the best idea?
Great.
I think they should do it
I think
anyway.
they should.
You know what? I'm actually big on rather asking for forgiveness
Then permission.
than permission. So let's do that. And also, Lazaros, if you look at the Mike Pedro on that side, is a Pogba style able? Is he able to actually rock it? What do you think? Couple of colors.
Yeah, if it was me, I was gonna just put some colors and make it the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So I was gonna just rock with it.
I think that'll be. You guys are rocking anyway. So Cut Above the Rest, the cast members, the top 4 finalists are here, and make sure you stick around to find out what craziness will happen to the heads of 2 very important Expresso crew members. We've got Chadwin and Mike on the seat. Anything can happen. It's going to be hair-raising. Stay right there with your hair.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And we're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3. And can I tell you that there are 2 finalists from the incredible S3 reality hairstyling competition called the Cut Above the Rest, doing cuts on 2 very good-looking members of our Expresso team. We're talking about Chadwin over here. Now, I can tell you, I said to the guys, express yourself. I don't want you to hold back. These 2 gentlemen are really privileged to have such talents, curate and create the styles that they want to. I said I'm looking for details. I'm looking, if you want to do a little star shape, please feel free. If you want to do a Bitcoin at the back, it's fine. Do whatever you want to express yourself, and this is what's been happening. Just from Chadwin's hair so far, if you look at the blade fade that we have, it is absolutely incredible. You can't even see any of the step. That's the blade fade. What you want to do there is there's got to be nothing It's got to be just completely smooth. It's as if he was born with a fade. That's a really good mark of somebody who knows how to cut hair. Can I just walk across very, very quickly and showcase to you Mike Pedro? He is a sporting hero on Expresso, as you know. Now, Mike, haircut-wise, often he'll have to go to various places and do his thing, but with Mike, this has got Bongani over here. Now, Bongani is not only 6 feet tall, but also talented, full of gold and ready to go. And I can tell you, this is what's happening here. You got Chadwin, you got Mike. Which one will be the best haircut? Are we even doing a competition? Do we even need to? Maybe we should. We'll find out soon enough. I'm still convinced that Mike needs a bit more color. I'm convinced that Mike may need, hold on, he could actually, some detailing at the back would be amazing. So I'm going to get these guys to express themselves on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And trust me, we'll do the big reveal very, very soon. So you need to stick around for that. Jesse, the experience of cutting Chadwin's hair, I'm going to start with you. First and foremost, the fade is, there's not a single, there's nothing there. It is beautifully faded in. I don't think Chadwin's ever received a fade like this before. So just in terms of the way, you cut hair, etc., do you ever have this opportunity to actually say to your clients, hey, you know what, how are you feeling today? And then you cut like from feeling, as opposed to them saying, make me look like this one, make me look like Denzel. So what is it from your side? Do you actually, I'm going to call like a psychological hair cutting.
Yeah, looks, most guys, they obviously do cut their hair because it makes them feel good.
Yes.
So, like you said, skin fade is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you're not cutting a fade, then I don't know what you're doing.
That's very true. Hey,
Yeah.
like you need a bit of a fade there,
Yeah.
and also the details on the sides. You have to have the sharp lines, which is so important.
Yeah.
Now, the technique you're using now is, what do you call that technique?
It's called clipper over comb.
Clipper over comb. Wow, clipper over comb.
All those ends that hangs over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clipper over comb. Remember the glossary. I'm going to test you later. Clipper over comb. That's for Chadwin's hair. Looking good, beautiful, and there is a little thing that I requested that's there. That's going to be great. Okay, over to Mike Bongani.
Sure.
So Mike is a gentleman. He thinks that he's conservative. He thinks he's a bit quiet. I don't believe that at all. I think that he's trying to avoid what you want to do, express yourself on his head. So just in terms of your style of cutting hair, I mean, the experience, if I had to walk in or Mike had to walk in, what is the experience going to be like with you? Do you also just ask somebody, hey, what are you feeling? Is it date night? Or are you just doing something corporate? How do you approach somebody's head?
You know what? It's the artist that I am. I would really love to get the freedom, but not with everyone else, because I mean, people are like different in so many ways. Some are artistic, some are more reserved, and some want like more professional look or whatever.
Okay.
So it just depends, but it helps if you get the freedom so that you can play. You know what? Yeah. So.
You know what? I'm so happy that Bongani is expressing himself all over Mike's head. It is the best thing ever. Mike, I see you got a mic. That's great, which means you can talk to me. Mike, in terms of your desires, in terms of the haircut, are you like a short back and sides guy?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm very conservative when it comes to my hair.
That's a lie.
It's either like quite long, how it was before this, or it's literally just like half of the length that it is now.
Okay.
So, and it's very disconcerting not having a mirror in front of you.
Why?
Because you can sort of like, if you go for a normal haircut, you can see what the guy is doing. You can tell him if like, no, I want it a bit shorter or a bit longer or whatever. Now, I'm just here.
Okay,
like,
I just want to ask you, right, do you go to a restaurant, Mike, and go to the kitchen at the back and say, hello? Sorry, do you mind cooking the eggs in a certain way? No, the steak, you're not doing the steak right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you need to release yourself, liberate yourself in the best way possible. You are in the capable hands of Bongani. This guy knows what he's doing. Chadwin, for you as well, I know you're very, very quiet and ready to go, but I know Jesse's got you covered. And we've got these two incredible people who are doing the best haircuts possible on two of these team members that I love so much. And this is why I said, If you have talent like this in the hair cutting field, I want them to express themselves. So anything can happen on the backs of their heads. You'll have to find out if you stick with us. And of course, this is on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you'd like to check it out, A Cut Above the Rest, be sure to catch tonight's episode of A Cut Above the Rest, hosted by Ultivire's Lawrence, alongside resident judge Mimi Bigger, where we will see who will make it to the top 3 and get closer to that grand prize of 150,000 hair-raising rands. Make sure you check it out this evening and check this out a little later this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.